Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here with me. And hopefully you watched day one and day two of the challenge. This is day three of the 45-day Circle of Life Tai Chi Gung challenge. And so day three, we have a long way to go, but we're doing great. And if you're following along with exercises and other things that we're doing, I commend you. And thank you for doing that. It's awesome. So we're going to have fun. There's a lot more that we're going to go over and do and learn. And by the end of the 45 days, I think you will be very happy of how your body feels, how your mind and heart and spirit and soul feels. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I already can see and feel things, and it's just day three. So I also want to apologize for the recording issues that I have had day one and day two. Day one, my friend let me know that the end of the recording was, there was no sound. And so it was the end of the exercises and the reading that I did that day. And then yesterday, well, that day one and day two, there was just a lot of buffering. So in the evening time, around after 7, around 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's really bad. So I'm just going to try to do what I need to do in the morning, and I'm not having issues. Plus, I thought I could use my CD and go through all of the exercises and the warm-up. I found the warm-up that he had mentioned. So what I did this morning was I recorded the warm-up and the 4 standing exercises that we're supposed to do every day for the 45-day challenge, plus some more exercises that you can learn if you want to. You don't have to do them for the challenge, but if you just want to do them, watch them, work with them through the 45-day challenge, add them to your daily exercises, that'll be great, but you don't have to. But I went ahead and just recorded that all the way through, and I'll upload those today. So you'll like that. So I'll upload it every day along with, I'll make a short video like I am now with the reading and what we're supposed to be doing for the challenge. But I also, every day, I'll try to remember to upload that exercise video. It'll be the same exercise video for a while. I might do it again in a few weeks when I've learned it a little bit more, maybe more fluid with the movements. But I wanted to have just the exercises on a video, so you could just go straight to that if you wanted to. But I also like the other things too, the reading of the book and the other things that we talk about. So let me read. So what I read the first day that wasn't recorded was I just showed you the book and I read the back. I think I read I don't know if you got to know that. Circle of Life, Rasaji Shakti. Master Lama Rasaji. Master Lama Rasaji is one of the only 12 Master Lamas in the entire world. He lived and trained at the original Tai Chi Gung Lamasery in Tibet. The school opened by Lao Tzu when he left China more than 3,000 years ago. Master Lama Rasaji has been trained in Lao Tzu regenerative health system for more than 50 years. So that's very cool. And then I read the Thanksgiving. It's just one page, so I'll read that again. Thanks to, and this is from Rasaji himself. Thanks to Boganathar for his will to pursue his dream for mankind. Thanks to Lao Tzu for waiting patiently for the right moment to bring forth the true teachings of Tai Chi Gung in their integrity. Thanks to Bo Yang for cuddling and cradling Rasaji, training him from an early childhood of sickness and poverty mindset into an adulthood of health and the fullness of abundance. Thanks to Babaji, who opened Rasaji to the truest teachings of God and his playground called nature, in the loving kindness and spirit of truth, simplicity, and love. Thanks to my loving wife, Mida, who reigns God's purity in her smile and for her deep devotion to him. Thanks to my student and best friend David Paul, who has taught me the truest meaning of friendship and working for what we believe. Thanks to my 3 sons, Chin, Christian, and Jonathan, for having the patience to liberate me, keep my heart open, and keep their childlike nature of the divine. Thanks to my mother, who gave me a pathway into the world when I forgot how to get here myself. Thanks for Jimmy Schwinn and Joseph Land for helping smooth the way. Thanks to all my students who have really been some of my greatest teachers, keeping me focused on my divine mission in this life. Thanks to God himself, who obviously has a great sense of humor, to take this frail boy from the foothills of Tennessee, raise him up in Florida, and train him in the history of our creation through India and Tibet, and then humbly deliver him back to America, where his love and pathway is so greatly needed. May I, your son, do you proud with honor and glory. Amen. Baraka Bashad, may the blessings be. He always says that at the end of his videos. He says, Baraka Bashad. And that means, may the blessings be. May the blessings be. Rasaji, God's joy. And then I just went over the contents, the table of contents, just backwards. Chapter 1, Chi, which is energy that flows through our body and everything. Chapter 2, mind. Chapter 3, breath. Chapter 4, movement. Chapter 5, nutrition. Chapter 6, work. Chapter 7, money. Chapter 8, friendships. Chapter 9, nature. Very cool. And yesterday I read the foreword, and today I will read the introduction. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long. I wish I had a better light. Let me get this better for my... Okay, it makes me a little dark, but I have to be able to see so I can read. Okay. Introduction. As the world moves forward, there are those who eagerly embrace evolution as it comes into their lives and some who stubbornly resist it. There are many more that appear to believe that if they just ignore it, somehow change won't affect them. While this has always been the case throughout history, many people are beginning to really wonder what is happening now. To the outward eye, it appears that the world is more uncertain, chaotic, and unbalanced than ever before. We are in the midst of very, very rapid change. In the 1900s, it took a generation to accumulate tremendous wealth. Now, billionaires are created in just a few years. People are living much longer. Centenarians are the fastest growing demographic in the world by percentage. But some are passing on in their 20s and 30s from maladies once thought of only for those in their 60s, like heart attack and stroke. Some people recover from terminal illnesses suddenly, surviving for years, while others with the same issue succumb to it in weeks or months, like cancer. How is that possible? The age of rapid change we currently live in has been described by some masters as the dawn of an accelerating transformation that will impact every person on this planet and even the ecology of the planet itself. It can be a smooth, gradual shift or a serious upheaval on a global scale. How it plays out depends a lot on how we react and deal with the accelerating pace of change, both on a personal level and as members of organizations and nations. In the midst of this ongoing process, there are now individuals soon to be counted in millions who not only recognize that something out of the ordinary is happening, but are consciously looking for ways to harness this gift of acceleration, take greater responsibility, and he cut that word up, responsibility, for their own future and improve the well-being of those around them in the process. It can be exciting to know that rapid change in a positive direction is just as likely as the accelerating chaos that appears to threaten us. Within this short book, you'll find references to masters who not only predicted the conditions and character of the age we are entering, but described its purpose and ultimate outcome. They have written books themselves in some cases, and they are among Rasaji's teachers. You will also find a short history of Tai Chi Gung and a narrative of Rasaji's life and experience with these masters here. The Circle of Life is a simple, practical guide to health and abundance in everyday life. It is based on the Tai Chi Gung system that was developed over 3,300 years ago by the original master Boganathar, a sage who mastered 3 yoga disciplines, moved to China to immerse himself in nature, and onward to Tibet to open a school of Tai Chi Gung. Rasaji was asked to live and train at the original school in Darshan, Tibet, by its current master Bo Yang, who is the successor in an unbroken lineage that extends to the founding of Boganathar's school established more than 3 millenniums ago. Rasaji has been practicing the principles of this Tai Chi Gung system for more than 52 years and has been sharing them with students for more than 40 years. A key element to developing profound health in the Tai Chi Gung system is to recognize that nutrition for the body goes far beyond just the food that we eat on a daily basis. To bring true abundance to one's life, it is important to move forward toward a more holistic view of the human being. We live our lives on 3 major levels simultaneously. These are the supernatural level, the natural level, and also on the world level. They are symbolized in an ancient fire ceremony that places 3 horizontal yellow stripes across the forehead to represent the 3 levels of existence. A magenta dot is also placed between the eyebrows to reflect our constant connection to the Qi, or internal intelligence. Some would call this connection their conscience, or natural intuition. One reason it is important to bring the natural and supernatural elements into our health on a daily basis is because the human body itself is not just a collection of hoses and fluid. An average healthy physical body has a magnetic field that surrounds it 7 feet in every direction. The energy field carries the subtle vibrations of our thoughts and emotions, and it has a profound impact on our health. That's called the aura. One might even say that our bodies continue for 70 or 80 years in spite of our ignorance of how they truly operate. A Tai Chi Gung student learns to connect consciously to the energy in and around their field, restore natural balance, and cooperate with the natural regeneration process that sustains it. An acupuncture physician deals with energy pathways or meridians that invigorate all the different systems inside the body, from circulation to respiration to assimilation and elimination. They know that before a disease symptom appears in the physical body, the imbalance has manifested in the meridians that connect all the vital organs, bloodstream, and glands. A Tai Chi Gung master recognizes that before illness manifests in the acupuncture meridians within the body, it manifests in the magnetic field that surrounds the body. In fact, the Qi moves in an exacting method from the etheric field into the meridian system, and from the meridian system into the body, passing through the least dense to the most dense systems in an orderly process that supports our health. That's cool, I didn't know that. So the physical body is connected to the outside world through a network of meridians. And these are actually designed to connect us to the forces of nature. If we are unaware or separate ourselves from the energy that sustains our bodies, and then also separate our bodies from the forces of nature, we have a prescription for imbalance. In many ways, this explains illness of any kind and the resulting chaos it causes in our world around us. In Tai Chi Gung, it is recognized that we were given the gift of life first, and the gift of free will second. That being the case, our lives and health are in a great part determined by our ongoing choices in relationship to the life force that already exists within our body. In the Orient, these forces of nature are the four primary elements: earth, water, air, and fire. It is in cooperation with them that life can be extended with the Tai Chi Gung system far beyond normal. The study of Tai Chi Gung provides a student with a working knowledge of how the body is truly designed to function. There was a time in China when a doctor was paid if he kept you well, and he stopped getting paid if you got sick. Wow, wouldn't that be cool if our healthcare system was based on that? A lot of doctors wouldn't be paid. Okay. There was a basic motivation to keep you healthy, and the body of knowledge that grew from this mindset helped create a foundation of true health care. Medical science, perhaps even less than 20 years ago, was convinced that 65% of the aging process was genetic. Now it is generally believed that only 35% can be blamed on our genes, and 65% is up to us. What we think, what we say, and what we do makes a tremendous difference in our health. A Tai Chi Gung master goes beyond that, knowing that their mind and body can embrace the abundant energy that they had when they were 4 or 6 years old, regardless of their present age. They can bring abundant chi into their cells and genetic structure, altering the aging process itself. The masters of Tai Chi Gung in Tibet have passed down the knowledge and exercises for slowing down the aging process for more than 3,000 years. A serious student of the discipline is aging 1 year for every 2 or 3 that pass on a calendar. Wow, that's nice. If we could slow the aging process. That's very cool. Cutting-edge biochemists are convinced that the human body is designed to live at least for 120 to 150 years. Thank you, God. Even without something like Tai Chi Gung. So, if you tinker with those numbers, you'll suddenly have a lot more life choices, and most of them will probably make life insurance companies very nervous. So, I've always said for a long time I want to live to be 100 years old. But a couple of years ago I changed that, and now I say I want to live to be 125 years old, because I'm 55 now in 2022, and so I know science is just going to improve for our bodies, heart, mind, body, soul, spirit, but mainly our physical bodies that that deteriorates. And so I'm like, I can live to be 125. So that's my goal now, to live to be 125. So it's cool because I have not read this book at all. I don't know what's in it. I don't know what he's going to say. So that's just awesome that if I do Tai Chi Gung and this program consistently for the rest of my life, I might be able to lengthen my lifespan and possibly meet that goal of living to 125 years old or older. Very cool. The circle of life is divided into 2 main sections. The first, Tai Chi Gung 101, addresses the physical body and the health of individual human being in relationship to the Qi, or life force, itself. It includes 4 major aspects: the mind, the breath, movement, and nutrition. The second section, Tai Chi Gung 102, addresses our relationship to the world around us. It includes 4 more aspects: work, money, friendships, and nature. Being such an extroverted society, most people in the Western world are looking for a way to improve the world around them first. Generally, they want to fix something related to their spouse or family, something connected to their work or their financial lives. If only this or that problem went away, my life would be much better. And while most people can find plenty of advice from experts in each of these areas based on the world's understanding of how they work, the circle of life offers solutions that are based on how the life force itself is intended to move through them when they are balanced. Interesting. It's a new concept for me. It is important to understand the flow of energy because the body is not just plumbing. As much as we appear to be confined by the people and circumstances around us, our lives are not really controlled by forces that exist only in the outside world. If the fix comes only from a worldly perspective, regardless of how educated it is, it runs the risk of missing the underlying cause that gave rise to it in the first place, and the problem, situation, or malady can just reappear or be repeated once again. Most often, the fastest way to improve something in our outer world, Tai Chi Gung 102, is to address or improve what is happening with our mind, breath, movement, and nutrition, Tai Chi Gung 101. Because that is the area of greatest imbalance. When we take time for our health, we can restore balance to our world. In the Circle of Life, Rasaji describes how to apply the 3 core functions of the energy to the 8 aspects of life that have a major impact on health. When someone does the Tai Chi Gung exercises also, they bring these ideas to life in their own first-hand experience. They develop a conscious connection to the life force that sustains the body, mind, and spirit on a daily basis, and the positive steps of self-development that grow out of this create a powerful wave of positive change into their daily life. Place this kind of self-development in the midst of a global age of rapid growth like the one that we currently live, and the Circle of Life, along with the Tai Chi Gung exercises shared in classes and on Rasaji's DVD, give a unique opportunity for everyone to have a profound positive impact on the world and live an extraordinary, healthy, abundant life far beyond limitations. By David Paul. Current student of Rasaji's and the Tai Chi Gung system beginning in 1986. Hear music inspired by Tai Chi Gung at www.musicwithdavidpaul.com. That was musicwithdavidpaul.com. I haven't looked that up, so cool. And then we have a picture of the... I will take a picture of this and put it up today, hopefully, if I remember. So, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section, or you can message me directly. And certainly if you have my telephone number or email or whatever, just send me a message, text me, or call or whatever. But I look forward to doing this, and I appreciate your time today. And I'll put the exercises in the separate video so you can do that. And I love you very much. Bye.